Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Talking Watches and the Rich Buddies live show. This actually won't be a full episode, although you never know what they turn into. My family is registering the boy at school, so hey, here we are, and I really don't work anymore. So this is it. You can hear the birds chirping in the back. I'm hitting my vape. I hobble around with my stupid walker wherever I need to. But you know what? Some days I don't need it. And the steroids work good. So let's talk about the watches that have come out today. We're going to do a quick show here. Let's not bullshit. Let's get into the game. Let's pull the stream up. This stream is compliments of Logan Hall. And welcome, bud. Hello. How are you?
Good. How you doing, Rich?
Good. Hey, make sure you guys have your YouTube settings to 1080p because now we're in 1080. And what's the point of looking at pictures of watches if they're not in high definition when you're looking at them? So here we go. Yeah. And and thank you. Thanks, Oil Money. Appreciate it. Thank you. And let's see. And that's not to say, man, I'm a young guy. Who's to know if I ever work again? I'm only 48. So maybe things will change one day in my life, but as far as what I'm doing now, I'm done officially, just done. So all I got's watches. Let's do this. So Logan, compliments of Logan, the punter Logan uploaded these to the Discord, and thanks a lot, buddy. I saw these right away, and I wanted to share them. So this is the picture of that's showing up clear. Yeah,
that's nice and clear.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there you go. There's the Tiffany, the quote unquote Tiffany dial OP41. I don't know if these are 41s or 39s, to be honest. They could be either, 39, right?
39s are gone. That's it forever.
So they only have 41s in these.
They only have 41s and the 36s.
And 36s. Okay, so that's what I meant. These could be 36s, couldn't they?
They look like by sitting on the guy's hand, they look like 41s to me. But
do they? Okay, I wasn't sure.
But
you know what? There could in fact be subtle differences between the 36 and the 41 somewhere on the dial that would let you indicate maybe in the crown something there might be that we're just not aware of yet.
Boy, that Tiffany reminds me of do you remember that Grand Seiko I had with the blue dial?
Is that called a Skyflake?
Yeah, the Skyflake. Boy, these watches really remind me of that watch.
Certainly.
But I like, they look a lot better in person than they did on the pictures that we was looking at.
Right. And I only sent a link out to just a couple of folks, to you, Bud, to Clive, to Blue Shirt, and to Thomas Burnett. Nobody else got a link right now. This was just going to be a quick show, and I figured, hey, if you guys are on, join if you wanted to, because I know you guys are doing the same thing I'm doing, looking at these watches. But this is just going to be a quick one here, I think. So yeah, these look nice, man. For me, I'm digging the yellow one. I mean, I'm looking at my car. I'm looking at the dial. I'm not sure. Again, it's hard to tell in pictures. Is this a little bit mango? Is it yellow? Is it Porsche yellow? It really does look pretty matching.
Yeah, it looks so much classier in person than what I think what it shows on the Rolex site. Those are nice watches. They're beautiful.
Okay.
Yeah, those are good looking. And Eduardo says he wants to know if we think the other sports models might become available because of these new models. And I would guess, I would guess same thing. You gotta make an effort to get them.
Yeah. Who was asking that? Eduardo?
Yeah.
Yeah, ET. I think so, because the market is now larger in that there's more watches available. A lot of people are going to move to wanting these pieces just because they like them, because of the hype, because they just, for whatever and all reasons, these are the new watches coming out. So I told Bud that earlier this morning. I said, I told my AD rep to be focused with me. Let's not deviate and keep the eye on the ball, man. Panda Daytona, Pepsi Challenge, Meteorite, Pepsi. Those would be the only three things. I mean, sure, if he calls me the blue sky or something, but I can't give him 50 things on a list, I gave him the big three.
I will tell you that I went to 2 ADs and they had more of the popular. They had the steel date justs and the white dial with the Roman numerals, which I think is a really good looking watch. They had the Wimbledon dial in multiple varieties there. So they had a pretty good stock there at the 2 ADs that I went to. They had some gold Daytonas.
Wow.
They had some nice. One of them had a root beer, solid gold root beer. One of them had a solid white gold Yachtmaster. The big Yachtmaster 2 in white gold.
Yeah.
And they had that watch, which that's an impressive watch in person.
Yeah. Now here's the Sky Dweller. Here's a real shot of the Sky Dweller, and it appears to be yellow gold with the Oyster Flex. Now, of course, these are being demoed on a tiny wrist, apparently.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Logan? Yeah, these are good. I mean, these are great photos to talk about. Thanks, man. Appreciate it, Logan.
Probably not sized either. That's probably a tried-on wrist shot. But yeah, Logan, great job. Good pictures.
Yeah. Hey, blue shirt, welcome.
Hey, Rich. Hey, Bud. Again.
Hey, how you doing?
Good.
So there's the Sky. I mean, there's not much there to say other than, boy, more power to you if you want to blow 40 grand on that plus tax or not.
To me, it doesn't do anything more than the leather straps did for them. So, I mean, I really don't see a whole big difference.
Yeah,
I'm with you, Bud.
And coming from you, Bud, saying that you're not interested in this really says a lot against this watch, because you're its prime customer. Yep.
Yeah, it's my favorite.
Bud's the target customer for this watch, and he doesn't like it.
For sure.
Somebody from Rolex is watching. Pay attention.
Well, I just don't think the value is there. I mean, if you're going to spend that kind of money, pony up a couple of thousand more and get the bracelet.
Exactly. Yep.
There's just no value there.
Yeah, it's a lot of money, Fisto. I mean, you could be putting that into the white gold model.
And it's more of a dress watch, so I don't know if the rubber on the dress watch does it for men. I don't know. I almost would prefer the leather.
Yeah, and like you were saying when we were on earlier, Bud, as much as they try and want to make this a sports watch, it's really a dress watch.
It's a dress watch, yeah. When you're wearing it, you feel it, you see it, and maybe that's the thing, is they're trying to cross it over to this section, but it just doesn't feel that way to me.
Right. Okay, next photo here. Let me find that. What's that?
It looks like a deep sea. Is that just the Submariner?
Two-tone Submariner.
Two-tone sub, yep.
Oh, wow.
Must be the black, is it?
I mean, that's a new one. It's got the white print. I mean, it's obviously a new one, right? Yeah.
So are these from Logan Hall?
Yeah, he said he picked these up on Facebook.
Oh, cool. Good for you, Logan.
Looks like it has a K serial number. They're not even bothering to hide the serial numbers.
It really looks big there, don't it?
Well, she's got that's a small wrist. That looks like a lady's wrist, certainly, doesn't it? Of course.
Yeah, that's what it looks like to me.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, to be honest with you guys, 1 millimeter is
No.
really not going to make that big a difference, especially with the lugs being slimmed.
Yeah.
Right.
I think it's really going to equal out. People are getting hysterical that it went up 1 millimeter. I don't know.
We need to see a side by side, don't we?
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. That's what you really need, and you really need to see it in person, side by side, to get the best opinion.
You know, Bud, you were asking me about. You were looking at you saw a two-tone sub there today.
I saw done sub 40 millimeter black. Yeah, I seen this the old version of this.
Yeah, the only reason anybody like you or I could end up with one of these new subs in our box potentially is if we wanted a two-tone version, and then bam, here's a way to get the two-tone, and you might as well get the new version and have the new Rolex.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Geezer's
I'm not interested in it.
Geezer's saying that the Hodinkee has a side-by-side comparison, so maybe that's something to look at.
Okay. All right, so that's the. We didn't talk about the two tones at all on any of the streams, so there you go.
No.
That's a two tone.
Yeah, the only thing I saw in my AD was a 37 millimeter Yachtmaster. That was it. Besides the ladies' Datejusts and the Cellinis that are always there.
Bud said he just saw a sea of watches. What did you see there again?
Just now there was the sub. There was quite a few Datejusts. There was the steel Datejust. There was two-tone Datejust with the Wimbledon dial, which is popular, and they had gold Daytonas. They had Sky Dweller in the leather wrap. They had quite a few watches actually. They had the two-tone white gold Yachtmaster, and they had the 40 millimeter Yachtmaster on the rubber strap with the rose gold.
You know, it's so funny though, because all those references you mentioned are all the bottom feeder references that were left in the cabinets when everything started getting hot, isn't it? Blue shirt.
Yeah.
But there was no Millies and there was no Explorers, huh?
No Explorers, no Millies. I mean, the closest thing to the Explorer was that steel Datejust with the white dial, which I thought was very sharp.
So that's interesting. That might lead me to believe that Millies and Explorers are not being put on the shelves, and people are being phoned to get those. Maybe.
Yeah,
could be.
That's where it starts. That's where the wait list starts. Is with Millies and Explorers now.
Yeah, probably.
Who knows? I mean, now the Explorer, the 214270 is the only 39 millimeter.
Say that again.
I said that the Explorer, the 214270 is now the only 39 millimeter Explorer. Is the only 39 millimeter watch.
Wow.
Because the OP39 is gone.
Right.
And it's now the only one with an Explorer dial, because the 36 OP Explorer dial is gone too.
It's got so many only checkboxes.
So maybe they're doing this to boost the sale of the Explorer up. You never know. Now the Air King has the 369, but it has all the the 5, 10, 50, 5, 10, 20, 25 stuff in there as well. So it's a lot more cluttered.
The Air King enjoyed about a month of a little bit more attention there, and they actually went up about $1,000. I expect them to come back down now that they're not discontinued.
Yeah. You notice that everything seemed to go up a little bit. Some things more than others, right, Bud?
Yeah, everything, because they've really enjoyed this hype coming into this. But I told Rich, I had heard the reason why I took the day up and I drove up there was that I heard that they were supposed to have models in their case to show people today, and where I heard that. But I mean, for me, it was a big letdown not to even see an OP or a sub or something,
Yeah, well, I mean, at least you saw something. I mean, I saw nothing. Absolutely nothing. A lot of empty cases.
A lot of empty cases, huh?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm looking at this sub on the screen, and can you imagine if this was just like it is now that they went with the white print on the dial.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine if everything else about this was steel. So this was the new steel sub, blue dial, blue bezel, and on the instead of gold inlay on the bezel numbers, if they used platinum.
Mm. Yeah, they would have immediately had a watch that, would sell like.
It would have blown people away.
A steel bluesy sunburst royal blue with with platinum filled etchings on the bezel. Wow, all steel, just like this with the white. That's where the white print comes into play right here. Mm-hmm. If they went all steel platinum fillings. Son of a gun. Son of a gun. I can't believe they went white print on this watch.
Yeah, they did. They did. But you know what? If enough people complain, they might switch back. And then something like this would be very, very collectible if they went back to the gold printing.
Well,
you never know. You never know with Rolex. They do change.
Goodness, let me point out something else substantial on this watch. All the plots, all the markers are outlined in white gold, not yellow anymore.
Not yellow gold. Interesting.
And the hand's outlined in white gold instead of yellow gold.
Instead of yellow gold.
I mean, what is this? So it's a tritone.
That is why for me, I told the guy if he had a bluesy in the back that I would think about purchasing it, and he kind of looked for a second, but he said no, this will be the last of the old subs that we sell, this black one. And yeah, I mean, I think that's I think they took, like you said, they put a tritone in there almost.
Well, this entire dial needs to be pulled out and stuck into the new white gold piece with the blue bezel that they just made.
Yep.
I mean, it's got white gold highlights, everything, the white print, the blue. What are they doing? Yeah, this needs to go into this watch. Where's it at? Right here. This needs to go into this watch.
It would make more sense.
There's the white gold. So this is the new white gold Submariner. Wow. Everything's the same. It's got the white gold edgings, the white gold hands, just a black dial instead of a blue dial.
I don't know if I like that.
Yeah, I don't either. I'd rather go with the Smurf, by all means.
I would definitely, if the two of them beside each other, I would pick the Smurf, yeah.
Keep in mind, though, this is 41. The Smurf is 40.
Yeah. I guess I'd have to see it in person and see whether that black and that blue actually go together or not. Right now, they almost clash, it looks to me like. So
I kind of want to call this the blueberry bezel sub.
Finally, a real blueberry.
It is a blueberry, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let's look at the color of the other one.
Other than it being white gold as opposed to steel, yeah.
I think it's a different blue. Maybe not. And it's got the platinum filling. Interesting. Okay, so let me look at the font. The font is the same. The font hasn't changed. Look at the 4. Looks like the font's identical on the bezel. Yeah.
It definitely looks bigger with the black, with the blue dial. And, it just makes it look bigger, I think. It would have been nice if they had like some type of blue on the black dial, something to,
Yeah, the some of the text, like the Submariner text in the berry blue as well.
Would have helped out, I think.
Definitely. They needed to tie it together somehow. Okay, that's the only ones that we had. Thanks, Logan. Appreciate it. All right, guys. Any final thoughts? I was just came on here to do that.
Yeah, no, this was a score. Logan finding these pictures.
Yeah, that was fun. To be honest,
This want to ask my AD to get me one of the last Smurfs that are going to come out, as opposed to the new, like you said, the blueberry.
Mackenzie's saying that the indices and the hands are yellow gold according to the Rolex website, but who knows?
Oh, on the bluesy.
On the bluesy, yeah. So who knows? Really going to need to see one in person. That's for sure.
Yeah, I think we need to see all these in person, which probably nobody will see these for a year, and that's if they keep looking.
Interesting.
We need to see one in person.
Yeah.
Hopefully Rolex does the right thing and put some watches into the market.
Exactly, bud. Exactly.
Right on.
They need to get these watches up there for people to see.
Cool. Right on, guys. Okay, I'm going to end the show. Thanks for joining, Bud. Drive safe. We don't want you to get in an accident. And thank you, guys.
All right, guys. Take care.
So.